So we're here today with Eva, who works for Direct Partners. So Eva, tell us about your career situation and how it was affected by the COVID-19 pandemic.
So I moved to Scotland in 2018 from Europe, from a country in Europe. And I basically went straight into retail, and I spent about a year in a position of a shop manager. And then I left for personal reasons and spent 2 upcoming years unemployed, struggling to find a job, and COVID did not make that situation any easier.
So what particular problems did you experience when looking for a job?
I was mostly looking for junior positions or for positions where they would welcome people with less experience, so to speak. And I was surprised how many companies advertise junior positions but still require an awful lot of experience for such a junior position. So I was basically met with rejection because of my lack of experience, even though I had a university degree in a certain area, and I still couldn't make any breakthrough.
How did you hear about Direct Partners?
So I didn't come to Direct Partners. Direct Partners came to me. I was basically struggling to find a job, and I applied for a few positions, and Deborah Tracy, the director of Direct Partners, identified me as a great candidate for one of her programs, and that's how my journey began. She did her best to help me upskill and basically enhance my CV and help my situation, or help my position on the job market. So that was a massive help. And that's basically where my journey with Direct Partners began, and I couldn't be any more grateful than I am.
What motivated you to join us at Direct Partners?
Well, first of all, I had no idea there were more options for young people than just blindly applying for jobs and being rejected and just blindly applying again. So finding out about Direct Partners was a breath of fresh air almost, because I realized that there is so much more for young people than I initially expected or thought. And I was really not sad, but really disappointed that I didn't know about these options before. And so Direct Partners really opened the door for me into the or into the world of employment and into the world of actually being able to do something about my situation.
So after coming to Direct Partners, what do you now understand the options are that are available to young people?
Well, I believe there's so much more that they think there is available, from modern apprenticeships, which is an absolutely amazing program for people who are struggling and can actually earn money while learning, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and I wish I knew before it was too late for me. There are funded courses that are available to people who are struggling financially, that can help them to upskill and potentially help them change their career paths. There's just so much more. This is not the only thing that Direct Partners are offering. There's a lot about employability support. There are people who can help with CVs and basically making sure that you are ready for interviews, which is a massive help in this world, because everything's changing so quickly and this industry has to evolve as well. And I think Direct Partners is really doing a great job in keeping up with the trends. So they're doing their best to help young people no matter what.
And what did you want to do before discovering Direct Partners, if you can cast your mind back?
As a young and not very experienced individual, I would say I was full of illusions. Like, I had no idea about what the world of work actually is like, and I just always I suppose I always imagined being very creative, being in a very creative role and just creating, because I'm very artistic and I would like to express it. But after coming to Direct Partners, I realized I had skills I had no idea about. So almost this cooperation with Direct Partners opened this chamber of secrets, almost full of skills that I didn't know I had. And that Direct Partners actually helped me to discover and enhance and boost, and actually helped me to develop them further.
And so it's what you've wanted to do change since coming to Direct Partners, and why?
Yes, because I feel like now I know myself much better than I did at the beginning. Now I feel like I'm more people-oriented. I love to help people. I love to provide good customer service and be just there when people need it. I love to hear reviews from people who are amazed by our service and just really enjoy cooperation with us. So that really helped me. I can't even begin to express how much that helped me realize a lot about myself and about how I want to focus my work career in the future.
And so what particular skills and opportunities did Direct Partners provide you with?
Well, apart from helping me discover them, I would say they really helped me to realize that, well, first of all, I'm a big perfectionist, and working here made me realize that everything is not perfect. It's a fast-paced environment and I have to adapt, and that's actually the fun of it. I have to adapt, and I get to get out of my comfort zone, get into my comfort zone, and it's just it's just ever changing, and what they helped me with would be just getting more comfortable with this fast-paced environment and how to best utilize my skills and how to just really give the best of myself. And that's something that nobody ever helped me with before. So that was groundbreaking for me.
And so how do you plan to take these skills forward and apply them throughout the duration of your career?
I plan to challenge myself as much as I can because, honestly, as I said, cooperation with direct partners was a huge eye-opener in many terms, and I would love to discover myself more because through the work that I work through and through the people that I work with, I discover more and more of myself and realize that there's no boundary that can remain unbroken. So I can just get out of my comfort zone and basically explore myself through the work and be of better help to other people like that.
And so how has your general life morale changed from the start of your direct partners journey to now?
At the beginning, very shy, very not confident at all. I would say anxiety kicked in very early after COVID hit because that made employability even more challenging. So I was really desperate to break out of that cycle and just start earning and start being dependent on myself and not on other people. And working with direct partners really helped me to find a stable ground and made me more confident, made me more appreciative of myself and what I can do. Rather than focusing on what I cannot do, I'm actually able to now stand back and say, wow, I did all of that, and that's just amazing. So it's been a wild journey, but I don't regret any of it.
And so what advice would you give to a young person who's unsure where to go next?
I would say don't stick to the carved path. What worked for others probably won't for you because everybody's different. And much as myself, I believed I have to just blindly apply for job after job and getting rejected and just try again. But those are not the only options, so don't be afraid to try new things. I cannot stress enough the importance of connections because connections in this world are everything. So try new things, make friends, make great relationships, build rapport, and just let that carve the path for you, because those are things that I cannot live without anymore, because that's such an important things in my life at the moment. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have the connection, if I didn't have good relationship with direct partners, and if they didn't see the potential in me that I was more than happy to show.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you very much for your time, Eva. That was great.
Happy to help.